She's my side chick.
The sun over Nairobi glowed golden, catching the edges of the airport windows like melted honey. Passengers hurried through the terminal, pulling suitcases and clutching boarding passes. Among them walked Mr. Mwangi, 75, stately and confident. He wears a white linen suit, perfectly tailored and freshly pressed, the jacket slightly open over a crisp cream shirt with no tie. Beside him walked Mrs. Mwangi, 70 years old, still striking in her flowing ivory linen dress with long, soft sleeves and a gently draped neckline. Kind of couple who drew glances, old money, refined manners, and an air of practiced togetherness. As they settled into their first-class seats, Mrs. Mwangi smiled faintly.
It's good to leave the city behind. Mombasa always feels like youth again.
Mr. Mwangi chuckled.
Indeed, my dear. Sunshine, sea breeze, and silence, what more could one ask for?
He squeezed her hand gently, and for a brief moment they looked like newlyweds again. That evening, they dined at the Coral Pearl, a seaside restaurant famous for its candlelit decks and the sound of waves breaking softly below. A gentle coastal wind blew through the palm leaves. The sky, streaked with pink and purple, faded into dusk as the band played soft jazz in the background. It was a picture of quiet luxury, until it wasn't. Without warning, a young woman appeared, tall, elegant, in a red dress that shimmered with every step. She had the kind of beauty that made heads turn, and the confidence of someone who knew it. She walked straight to their table. Before either of them could react, she leaned down, kissed Mr. Mwangi gently on the cheek, then whispered,
"Good evening, darling."
Then, with a soft smile, she turned and walked away, her heels clicking rhythmically on the wooden floor. For a full 10 seconds, Mrs. Mwangi said nothing. Her fork froze midair, and her eyes widened in disbelief.
Mwangi, would you care to explain what just happened? Yes. That woman just kissed you. In public.
She's my side chick.
Mrs. Mwangi slammed her glass of juice down so hard it toppled, then, in one swift motion, she hurled the remaining juice at the wall. The glass shattered, echoing through the restaurant.
Side chick. You've lost your mind, old man. I want a divorce.
Gasps filled the air. A waiter froze mid-step. Mr. Mwangi didn't flinch.
My dear, you are free to do that if you wish. But remember the life we share. The homes in Karen and Nyali, the holidays in Paris, the medical insurance, driver, the peace of it all. Do you truly wish to trade all that for pride? No, my dear. You embarrassed yourself. I only told you the truth.
You embarrass me.
No, my dear. You embarrassed yourself.
Fine. I won't make a scene.
That makes two of us.
But I am not happy.
As she scanned the room, trying to regain her composure, her eyes landed on another table in the far corner. There sat Mr. and Mrs. Kamau, their dear friends and wedding best couple from 50 years ago. Mr. Kamau, at 76, still had the posture of a retired army officer. His wife, plump and kind-faced, laughed softly as they shared dessert. Then, just as the tension in the room began to fade, another young woman, slim, fashionable, perhaps in her early 30s, walked straight toward the Kamau's table. She leaned over and kissed Mr. Kamau on the cheek. Mrs. Kamau's jaw dropped. The young lady winked and sauntered off.
That is Kamau and his wife. Did you see that girl?
I did.
Who was she?
That, my dear, is Kamau's side chick.
Side chick is ugly and bow-legged. Ours is much prettier.
Mr. Mwangi froze and then burst out laughing. He looked at her with astonishment, admiration, and something deeper, love, perhaps, mixed with relief.
You never fail to surprise me.
After 50 years, Mwangi, I've learned that marriage isn't about perfection and just endurance.
And forgiveness.
He reached across the table and gently held her hand. The ocean breeze swept over them, carrying away the tension. The music started again, soft and slow. They sat there in silence, two old souls surrounded by laughter and light, flawed, human, but together still. The moon rose above the Indian Ocean, and for the first time that evening, Mrs. Mwangi smiled, not in anger, not in pride, but in quiet acceptance.
AI story, how it was made, detailed narration. This short film began as a simple creative experiment. I first wrote a 270-word story, inspired by the classic Githing Ithia and Jaramba radio comedy shows from the 1990s, stories filled with humor, exaggerated emotions, and unforgettable characters. To elevate the narrative, I asked ChatGPT to rewrite the story with direct quotes and richer character descriptions. The result was a more cinematic script, complete with detailed personalities and vivid dialogue. These character descriptions became the foundation for all the visuals that followed. Next, I used Vivego AI, a tool I subscribed to for $6 per month, to create the images and videos. Step 1. Creating the Mwangis. I prompted Vivego AI using ChatGPT's character descriptions. Vivego generated 4 image variations of the Mwangis. I selected the bottom left image, which best captured their personalities and style. Step 2. Airport scene. Using that chosen image, I generated a 10-second AI video of the Mwangis in an airport setting. Step 3. Inside the airplane. I reused the same character image to create another 10-second clip, this time showing the couple seated inside an airplane. Step 4. Restaurant scene. Using the same character visuals once more, I generated a third 10-second video, placing the couple inside a restaurant, setting the stage for the dramatic moment in the story. Step 5. Creating the girl in red. I then prompted Vivego AI again with ChatGPT's description of the young woman in red. Vivego produced 4 different images, and I chose the top left one for the rest of the scenes. Step 6. Walking scene. Using her selected image, I generated a 10-second video of the girl in red walking confidently toward the camera. Step 7. Compositing the kiss setup. I captured a screenshot from her walking video and pasted her into the picture of Mr. Mwangi. After removing her background, I positioned the 2 characters to prepare for the kiss moment. Step 8. Creating the kiss scene. I used the combined image, Mr. Mwangi and the girl in red, to generate the actual kiss scene video, bringing one of the story's main moments to life. Step 9. Lip-syncing Mrs. Mwangi. For Mrs. Mwangi's emotional reaction, I recorded a short audio clip. I then used Vivego's lip-sync feature to animate her expression and match her mouth movement to the dialogue. Step 10. Final assembly in Clipchamp. To finish the project, I imported all the generated videos into Clipchamp. There I arranged the scenes in order, added transitions, and included closed captions to make the story clearer and more accessible.